A family is now torn apart by a war happening an ocean away. We once again meet with the Ukrainian family who found safe haven from the Russian attacks in West Lafayette. The death of a son, husband, and father has now rocked their world. Why, days later, he still has not been laid to rest. This is the last video Olesia Vasylenko has of her husband, Konstantin Semchinsky, who was killed earlier this month while fighting for the Ukrainian army in Russia's war on its neighbor.
You know, I'm feeling now like my children lost their childhood.
Emotions run high in the home where she and her two children now live with her mother-in-law, Natalia Semchinska-Ul, in West Lafayette. We first met the family just over a year ago when Olesia brought the children, 13-year-old son Gleb and 8-year-old daughter Solo, to the United States to attend school in a safe environment. Konstantin stayed behind to fight for their homeland.
My son technically wasn't an army man. He was a professor at the university. But when the war started, and I wanted him to be safe and come here maybe, and he said something like that just imagine if everybody would leave, who would be fighting for our country.
And he made the ultimate sacrifice. He was killed Sunday, March 19th. On top of the loss of their respective husband and son, Olesia and Natalia also grieved the loss of Natalia's husband, who died March 10th, just days before Konstantin's death.
Grandpa was a father for me. I never know my real father, but he did it.
The two most important men in these women's lives and in the children's lives gone forever in less than 2 weeks. And to make an already terrible time even harder, Olesia's immigration status now prevents her from returning home to Ukraine to bury her husband, a journey that wouldn't be an easy one, even if it was allowed.
Nothing is flying right now to Ukraine. It's not like we buy a ticket and she goes directly to Kiev or something. Probably she would go to some other country, like Poland or Turkey, I don't know. And then somehow will be getting, I don't know, hitchhiking or train.
Olesia says her application for temporary protected status in the United States has been under review for about a year. She must get permission to travel outside the United States or risk not being able to return. But she has not even been able to make an appointment to plead her case for needing to go back to Ukraine.
All of my family and friends, they're waiting for me, and they should save the body of my husband all of these days or weeks or months. They just waited for me. But I don't want him, to have this way. I want him just to be peace.
Other stressors are on her mind too, like how she's going to support 2 children without her husband and without permission to work in the United States.
I have no job, no status. I don't know how to care of my kids and my family and about me. For me it's important to have a job, to do something, to care of myself, my mom and kids. And see this opportunity. I don't understand what I am waiting for.
Olesia and Natalia understand that the consequences of this war could be much bigger than what has already happened to their family.
It sounds like not only do you carry your own grief of losing your husband, but you shoulder the grief of an entire nation.
Sure. His decision was to go to protect, but not just our life and our country, but we should protect, the order of our
world.
They say the one bright spot amidst all of this heartache has been the community's love and support.
We may be very unlucky for those devastating events, but we are very lucky to have such good neighbors.
As News 18 has previously reported, a GoFundMe page has been created to support the family. In just 3 days, it has surpassed its fundraising goal of $30,000 by over 2,000 and counting. The link to the page is on our website, WLFI.com.